All right, look for cryptids. Cool. I'm game. All right, take little puddle jumper airplanes from country to country to get to a specific spot. Okay, I'm a little nervous, but that's fine. That's okay. Why did you take us to a place that's 2 billion degrees? I'm dying.
Because it's the summer.
I'm dripping.
We got our
sweat.
beach bodies on.
I mean, the closest I get to a beach body is if I have a T-shirt that has one printed on it.
Well, I'm glad you brought it because, we're camping here along the Migori River in Nyatike, Kenya. This is where our cryptid is today, guys.
It is
We're in
beautiful,
Kenya.
and it is hot and humid, and I'm dying.
Yeah, we're actually searching out a cryptid that is a humanoid air conditioner, and I can't wait to find it.
Oh,
Nice.
Just
That
kidding,
sounds
it's a
good.
monster.
I'm just gonna drink some handfuls of this water straight from the creek
Oh,
and hope it doesn't bite me.
Might have little cryptids in it.
Oh, too late.
It's worth the sacrifice. Yeah.
Yum, delicious.
I brought you here to Kenya because I want to tell you guys about a local cryptid, the Dingonek.
What? This is
Dingo?
Australian?
Dingonek, not Dingonek. Dingonek.
All right.
Or Dingonek. I'm not really sure where the emphasis is.
I like the emphasis on the go. Dingonek.
Dingonek.
That's nice.
That's what we'll go with. I'll mess it up throughout the episode because I won't remember.
Dingonek. Okay.
Dingonek.
Well, this sounds like a plate that I would order from a food truck.
Interesting.
Yes, I would like the dingo neck. I would like it spicy. It would be something like maybe like an oxtail, but it's a neck, and I'd be like gnawing off of some vertebra. Does that sound yummy? Like little gamey meat that maybe has like a spicy sauce slathered all over it. Oh man, my mouth is watering just talking about this.
Yeah. Well, it's probably nothing like that. It's actually another aquatic cryptid. So.
All right.
Kind of. This one's interesting. You want to hop in and learn about the Dingonek?
Yes. You know what? While
Sure.
you're telling this to us, I'm just going to put my lower body into this water. Thank you.
Oh, you go right ahead. There's definitely nothing bad inside an African river.
Oh, thank you. This
Yeah.
feels much better.
Oh, there's a
All right,
hippo
carry
down
on.
there, so just be careful.
I will stay frozen in place.
Does that help? Are they like T-Rexes?
It's Greg's Cryptid Corner, where mysteries abound. Bigfoot, Mothman, monsters, let's see what we found.
Hey, and welcome to Greg's Cryptid Corner, a podcast about monsters for weirdos. I'm your host, Greg, and joined as always by my lovely guests / co-hosts / best friends. Dan, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing really well. I like to identify as a guest because you never know when I'm piecing out of this.
I know.
What? You said that with too much levity.
Every day you just go like, this week might be the last. And I go, I know, it's fine.
Yeah, there's only one ginger ale left on the plane. I just give Greg the look. That's right. Then I get the ginger ale.
Yep. And joined as well by Eric. Eric, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm doing good. I got my fishing gear just in case. You never know. And I got my bathing suit on, and I'm ready to go. We better get in this water. Dan and I are ready.
It's real nice.
I like that you dress in a Speedo and waders. It's interesting. It's a nice look.
It's versatile.
Yeah, you pull it off. Yeah. So you want to hop in, talk about the Dingonek, and it's actually an interesting cryptid. And it's the way I'm going to tell you is mostly from the point of view of the one major witness. So we're going to have a lot of quotes from him.
There's one
a
person?
single witness cryptid.
Wow.
It's more than one person, but mainly like the first big tale of it was one specific person. So we're really focusing on him.
Okay.
Nice.
Was that person a lion in the clouds speaking to his son, telling him to remember him?
Yeah, he's Mufasa.
So like in the Lion King.
Yeah, you nailed it.
Yeah, thank you. What if there were cryptids in the Lion King though? That would have been cool. If it was just like very matter of fact. They're at the Pride Rock thing at the start, and all the animals are worshiping the newly born baby. And there's just like a Yeti
just
waving.
hanging out.
Hi, baby lion. Hey.
It's like, I should have been king.
Yeah, they can talk, right? All the animals in that movie,
Yeah,
they can all
yeah,
talk.
They can sing.
Yeah, except for the gazelle that killed the dad. They don't talk. They just trample a guy.
Yeah.
If they talk, they would have been like, "He deserved it," or "Oh God, this is gonna be trauma for me."
Look out! Not my fault. Not my fault.
That is true. They were like normal animals. They should all just been like, "Get out of the way! Watch out! Whoa, whoa, whoa!" Like they all just should have been talking at the same time.
Yeah.
I'm stampeding here. Hey,
Whoa, whoa,
hey,
hey, ho.
what you doing?
Well, outside of that being in Africa, the Lion King has nothing to do with the scripted, but I like it. Yeah.
Oh,
all right,
you're
let's pop in. Let me tell you about the Dingonek. In the early 1900s, famed British big game hunter John Alfred Jordan was sitting along a river in Kenya, possibly the Migori River, that fed Lake Victoria, when he caught sight of an enormous creature. So let me tell you about the encounter in Jordan's own words from Wide World magazine in 1917.
When I had taken up my position with great care, I glanced towards the animal and saw a huge monster lying lengthwise in the center of the stream, about 30 feet from where I was standing. I made careful observations for some minutes and will endeavor to state what it appeared like. The beast measured from 15 to 18 feet in length. The massive head was shaped something like that of an otter. 2 large fangs descended from the upper jaw, resembling those of a walrus.
Oh.
The back of this strange beast was as broad as a hippo's, but scaled like an armadillo.
Whoa.
And the light deflected on the scales gave it the appearance of being colored like a leopard. It had a broad tail with which it lazily switched the water, this section apparently assisting it to remain stationary, heading upstream in the extremely rapid current.
So it was treading water. It was like just kind of lazily swimming against a current to hold its position.
That's what it sounds like, yeah.
Okay.
My sensations are difficult to describe. I felt a kind of awed pleasure. Before me lay a totally unknown monster, which I should be the first to record. The thrill of possession was upon me. Taking careful aim, I fired at the head with a solid .303 cartridge.
Oh, come
There
on.
we go. There's those guns again.
Is
Kill
this
it.
an American touring Kenya?
No, he's British.
Oh, well, we had to learn it from someone.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then an extraordinary thing occurred. The beast turned and, facing the bank, leapt straight upwards into the air, standing, as it appeared to me, 10 or 12 feet on end.
Right.
What happened after that, I do not know, for losing my nerve, I scrambled up the bank.
And pooped my pants.
Probably, yeah.
Losing my nerve, right.
Mm-hmm. Losing his lunch, more like.
So the way he described it, it basically stood up on its tail.
Crazy.
So it has a super strong tail. So in essence, what it sounds like is a huge water-based armored saber-toothed tiger with leopard spots.
What? That can stand
And a
up
broad
on its
tail?
What's
Yeah, with
the,
a big broad tail.
Like a beaver tail.
Yeah,
Is what
so-
I'm imagining.
Well, some descriptions, it wasn't in Jordan's description, but some say it has like a barb or like a scorpion stinger on its tail.
Wow, there's a lot going on.
Yeah. Now it's said to have been able to take down any prey by stabbing them with its like meter-long tusks. Though usually elephants were off the menu because they were actually a little too big, but they could sneak up behind hippos and just like jab their tusks into them to kill them.
Wait, was this seen? Or is this hypothetical from the description of the animal?
This is hypothetical.
Okay. All right. Well, so we're in like who would win in a fight, Batman or I don't know, another one.
Right.
Oh, I can't think of another one.
You named one. Congratulations.
One superhero.
What's in? I genuinely can't. Batman or the
Superman?
Green Lantern?
Superman.
I mean, Superman wins in every fight. It's not fair.
Is that why you
I
didn't
don't
say
know.
it?
Yeah, because Superman's lame.
Batman
Sorry.
versus Daredevil, maybe.
Oh, that's interesting. Batman versus. Okay, but you get what I'm saying. So we have this one description of a witness that saw this thing and then pooped his pants and ran away. And then people are like, wow, with those tusks, I bet hippo versus this thing. What is it? Dingonek.
Dingonek, yeah.
Dingonek. I bet you that Dingonek will win because of stealth. Otters are clever. They're sneaky.
I have a theory.
Okay.
I think an otter made love with an alligator. Then
okay.
that baby then mated or made love
Switching it up there, yeah.
to a hippo.
Okay.
And then that baby made love to an elephant.
Interesting.
And then the final product was this.
Okay. Interesting. I'm not a biologist. I would never purport to be.
Uh-huh.
I'm not really sure if DNA crosses like that, but listen, there's no dumb thoughts on this show.
Okay.
You said you're not a biologist, so you can't tell him he's wrong.
I'm not saying he's wrong. I'm just saying that's a pretty dumb theory.
I think when love's involved, anything's possible.
That's true. You know what they say, eat, love, pray, or something like that.
I'm just, again, Lion King on the mind. Can we feel the love tonight? And it's like a hippo and what was it? A hippo and a kangaroo?
Yeah, throw a kangaroo in the mix. Why not?
Yeah.
I need to preface why Dan has Lion King on the mind. We just drove back from Massachusetts from the Plastic City Comic Con, and we listened to about 5 hours of like a YouTube video of a guy dissecting The Lion King.
The 2019 quote unquote live action remake of The Lion King. Why this came to mind to watch, I don't know. But you know what, dude? Tell me you didn't have a good time.
I enjoyed it. It was pretty interesting.
It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
But this is why, and this might be why I picked this Cryptid this week to visit.
Got Lion King on the mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. James Earl Jones, rest in peace.
Can you feel the love tonight? But it's just a fistful of the most bizarrely what's the word I'm looking for? Compatible animals.
Yeah. So
and it moves on its tail like Godzilla.
No,
doesn't Godzilla can, fly on his tail sometimes? Like,
I mean, yes, kind of. He drop kicks, and his tail's kind of the leverage he uses. But that's Godzilla. This is the Dingonek, and he doesn't move on his tail. He has feet, but so its tracks were said to be as wide as a hippo's, but with large claw marks. So he has claws and wide feet.
Man,
okay.
Now, Jordan had told his story to American big game hunter Edgar Beecher Bronson, great name, who wrote about it in his book called Enclosed Territory in 1910. And Bronson even interviewed locals that were helping Jordan's expedition, and their reports were consistent with Jordan.
So other people have seen this. They went and found other witnesses who were like, oh, yeah, that the Dingonek exists. It's real.
Yeah, so there were additional sightings of the Dingonek. It ranged from seeing like a large creature floating on a log and others attacking a boat. Now, there are theories around what those were, and let's get into that a little bit. So first off, I want to talk about the description of the Dingonek. It came into to dispute. So we've talked about Bernard Heuvelmans. Dan, I believe you mentioned him on one of our Patreon episodes, our Jimothy episode. So he's a very academic cryptozoologist.
He's like one of the founders of the field, right? In retrospect, and he wrote one of the originary texts of the field.
Correct. Yeah. So he thought the Dingonek was at first he thought it was a prehistoric crocodile, but he later changed his mind and said it was more likely an aquatic saber-toothed cat, and the armored scales that Jordan thought he saw were more likely like wet, clumped fur.
I mean, I believe that. I also could. What do you even need the saber-tooth part?
He had big tusks, like
so I
big
guess
walrus
hard
tusks. So that's as close to like a cat that we know about. So
what if he killed a hippo and he was doing like the vampire teeth thing with the hippo's tusks? Wait, do hippos have tusks? They don't have tusks. Never mind. I take it back.
I think they got like big fat molars, basically.
Yeah, never mind.
Or like buck teeth, I think.
Okay.
Giant,
so he didn't have vampire teeth.
I love the idea of a hippo with buck teeth.
Like a beaver.
Hey guys.
Hey. He both in the same voice.
It's me, it's Harry the hippo. Hey. He just wants to make friends, but he kills every animal because he's so big.
Yeah.
My mistake.
Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh,
Oh,
I laid on you again.
all my friends are made of goo.
Harry the Hippo's the Lenny of the wilderness. It's an Of Mice and Men reference.
Yeah.
It's a book.
He tries, man.
Yeah.
He tries.
All right. So I mentioned there were kind of additional sightings. So the one that was on the log, a lot of people believe it was probably just a large monitor lizard, like a Nile monitor lizard.
Mhm.
And the boat attack is thought to be a large snake, though the witness swears it wasn't a snake. So the Dingonek, it's also lumped in with another creature known as the Luquata. But based on Huvelman's idea of the Luquata is basically a catch-all term for large creature in the area.
Oh, well, I mean,
So-
I'm a Luquata.
It's kind of. I mean, so
Yeah.
technically, like all Dingoneks are Luquata, but not all Luquata are Dingoneks.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
Isn't like Thunderbird a similar kind of catch-all? Term?
Well, yes, you could make that case, but I think it's like those are exceptionally big,
Okay.
right? But I guess if you have two exceptionally big birds that are of different species, you probably lump them under Thunderbird. I would say like atmospheric creatures is more of like a catch-all because you have like atmospheric whales and like atmospheric squids and things like that.
Okay.
It's like a category.
Yeah.
Well, so so they saw tracks, they saw this kind of stuff. They never found like a
It
corpse.
never did. Yeah. So
Suspicious.
what's the interesting part of this though is the locals in the area consider large water creatures a good omen, whereas these white big game hunters came in and just immediately wanted to kill it.
I'll go shoot it.
Now, I forget what year. I think it was like 1907 when Jordan had his encounter and shot. Like he swears he shot it, but it kind of went off and disappeared. After that, like a plague hit the area.
Okay.
He started it.
Coincidence or did it cause it? Who knows?
Wait. Do you think the plague was caused by the Dingonek, like as a defensive maneuver? It can like when I walk my dog, he dogs pee, but they also mark. So he has like, I don't know, did he have like a different?
No, that's not what I'm
I
saying.
want to say. Do they have like a different thing that they use to pee with the mark versus normal pee? I don't know how dogs work.
I don't either. But no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying because the locals viewed it as a good omen and it was killed by someone, then like it's now it's a bad omen.
So it's supernatural.
Killing it is a bad omen. I mean, I think that's more of what is it? Causation? What is it?
Correlation, causation.
Yeah, I think it's like that, where it's like, yeah, it happened, and it kind of reinforces that belief system that hurting these large, like water-based creatures, is a bad thing. But I don't necessarily think the Dingonek is supernatural.
How do you guys feel about these single witness cryptids? We've had a couple of them, like the pool pyramids, were just like two kids in their bedroom.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel about these? Or the
telepathic
telepathic football?
was, just two kids. I think that like when you have a creature, right, that actively avoids people or has actively avoided people or successfully avoided people for so long, you're only going to get a little bit. Dover Demon, for instance, it was seen by a handful of kids that night, but it was only that one night.
Right.
So it's kind of like with cryptids, you take what you can get. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also wonder, I mean, he was fishing.
He was big
Right.
game hunting.
Oh, he's big game hunting.
Yeah.
What were you going to say? Are you going to imply that he's like drinking a lot of beers?
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this plenty of times. It's like either someone alone. It's always someone alone in the woods, either fishing or hunting, or or it's like a roadside thing. But you see, you can see stuff that isn't there when you're by yourself. We've also talked about this before too.
Yeah,
Like
sure.
it could have been a deformed version of any of those other things. You know?
And that's a lot of theories as well. That it's just like so, and especially at like the 19th, 20th century, where like Africa was new for these white people coming in.
Mm.
So they found the like okapi was finally seen. So that was never believed to be real. There's a couple other creatures that it was like white people were finally discovering African creatures.
Yeah.
Right. So
Gotcha.
there was a lot of sensationalism around it, like pygmy hippos. They had them at like the London Zoo at that point, and people were going freaking crazy over them even today.
I would go crazy over that.
I mean,
I
I want to see that live.
No, I get it. But I'm saying like all these creatures that were known in Africa were now like mainstream things, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
So quote unquote discovered in the way that Columbus discovered the Americas.
Yeah. So like all of this is coming from just like those white guys going over to Africa for the first time and seeing creatures that they never would have thought existed before.
Right. It's like blew their minds. Just like, I gotta kill that.
So I do think there is like hyperbole going on here, especially when you think about like how Jordan described it, and then later the story kind of grows more and more. Now it's got a scorpion tail. Now it's like this big like chimera type creature.
That was where I got suspicious, is when you're like, only one person saw this, but then later accounts describe it having a scorpion tail. It's like, well, hold on. One of these two things cannot be true.
Yeah, listen, information is spotty for this guy.
Gotcha.
But the fact that like Heuvelmans got involved and is just like, yeah, no, I think it's an aquatic saber-toothed cat with and it was just clumpy fur. He's rationalizing it a little bit more, but what is an aquatic saber-toothed cat?
I was just going to ask the same question. Is that is that a real thing? Or
I don't know.
I mean, I've seen pictures of them like swimming, like drawings, not actual photos. So what does it mean that they could just navigate underwater? They had like webbed feet and stuff and could swim, or does it mean...
it didn't even say webbed feet. It said clawed feet. So I don't think it is actually like lives in the water. I think it is.
It's like can hunt and navigate it.
It can come and go from the water. Like it's probably its tail was equipped for swimming, most likely. That's why it's so thick. But it's probably not a fish. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that I feel comfortable in saying. I like the big cat theory. I was also thinking like maybe a big jaguar or
swim.
Yeah.
I mean, if I've learned anything today, I think it's that a cat is not a fish.
Except for the catfish.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
There's a hole in the theory.
There goes that theory. Great.
Oh, dude, I could eat a catfish so good right now. I love catfish. It's so good.
So there are like I said, differing descriptions on the Dingonek, mainly not knowing what kind of feet it has and whether it does or doesn't have tusks. Because when it was on a log, it wasn't described with tusks, which leads me to believe that one could be a physical difference between the male and females of the species. You know how like where like I don't know if this is true or not, but let's just say it is. But like the female praying mantis is much bigger than the male praying mantis. Like that kind of difference, or just all big creatures in that area, or just lumped into that like liquata umbrella. So it's like there is a big creature, and its story and its appearance, it's all hyperbole, and it's just seen as like this big unknown creature out there.
I mean, I get on board with that. I think it's interesting that like we're sitting here debating the merits of this person's like witness testimony, but then you're saying that on further investigation, there does seem to be like a class of large animals, you could say megafauna, that the locals were familiar with enough to have like traditions around whether or not they were good or bad luck, or like maybe like cautionary tales about keeping your distance or respecting them.
Yeah, and like Central Africa has the Mokele Mbembe as well, so it's like there are large cryptids.
I like you drop these names like Eric and I know what that means. Yeah.
It's basically a brontosaurus type creature, or I don't know if I'll ever do it, but Dark Docent did a great double episode on the Mokele Mbembe, going into a ton of detail on it.
You shouldn't, dear sweet listeners, you should not listen to Dark Docent. You should just wait for us to cover it.
I don't want to cover it. They did a really good job.
Okay.
And it's also it's just a dinosaur. It's a dinosaur. So
gotcha.
this could be a dinosaur. Like that initially was that Huvelman's like concept of it was probably a prehistoric crocodile. So, but he did change that. But yeah, I mean, it's quite possibly could be a dinosaur roaming the rivers of Africa. But yeah,
That's
so that's the Dingonek.
Nice.
The Dingonek.
I just want to make sure I remember. I know you say that. Okay, that's and then we're supposed to know. Okay, Greg wants to wrap it up, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I just want to make sure I remember. It's got an otter's head that's really big. It's got big, sharp, long, like tusk-like teeth, fangs that hang out of its mouth.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a big, fat body that's covered in scales that looks like a leopard print, and it's got a wide tail, and it's got big paws with claws.
Correct.
And that's quite the monster.
It's quite the monster. Yeah.
That's a lot. That's a lot of monster. I guess is what I'm trying to say.
It's a chimera, right? Like it's a combination of all these different creatures into this mess of a monster.
You ever make a pizza at home when you go out to the store and you get a bunch of toppings for it?
Yeah.
I'm the worst at this. I always load my pizza up with too many toppings.
Okay.
And then it comes out all soggy and it's overly complicated. It's a little directionless and it never tastes very good because it's just got too much stuff on it. I feel like this is a Dan pizza cryptid. If I had to categorize it. It's too much stuff going on.
Sounds kind of good though. Yeah. I would eat that pizza.
Yeah. I mean, it's usually you end up eating it with a fork and a knife.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So I guess we'd eat this. What was it? No necky?
The Dingonek?
Dingonek. We'll eat it with a knife and a fork.
Perfect. I love it.
Nice.
And speaking of eating something with a fork and knife, we got 4 comments on our last Spotify episode on the Kappa.
All right.
We're going to eat them up. So Andrew says, well, and you got to remember, this was the Kappa, right? This was a big butt episode.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was a very
of,
butt forward one.
We got a lot of butt comments. So
okay. So let's get back in the butt joke zone. Okay.
Yep. Andrew
I hope
says,
these are cheeky.
They are. Andrew says, vertical butts has to be how it is. 4 cheeks in a line going up and down. Though what doesn't make sense is the leg to butt ratio. The butt is the end of the leg. If there are 4 cheeks, the Kappa must have 4 legs. Are 2 hidden under the shell?
That would be cool.
Or what if 2 of them are vestigial but are still like cheeked up?
Or maybe they're just arms.
A little scrawny bonus leg. Oh, are you saying that instead of shoulders, he's got 2 more cheeks?
I don't know. I didn't think that one through.
I don't hate that. Cheek shoulders.
Yeah, I guess butts don't have to be where our butts are. Maybe the butts are strewn about.
It's true. We don't want to limit the canvas that God paints butts with.
That's true.
Yeah.
El Jorge, formerly Jorgers 3,
Love
says,
Jorgers.
Team 3 hole 4 cheeks. I would love to hear more yokai episodes. The lore and diversity is amazing. So we're rolling with the 4 cheeks here. Everyone likes like 4 cheeks.
Yeah. Seems like it's popular.
I agree. I love yokai. I think we've talked off air about like doing a month of yokai. I don't know if we're actually going to do it, but I love yokai. They're so fun.
Yeah,
and they're like some of the rare cryptids where you have a ton of like contemporary, old school like paintings of them. There's so much. I don't know if anybody here knew to do this, but look up old paintings of the Kappa. It's hysterical. It's so fun.
Yeah, there's some really. I should have posted them. I totally forgot, but yeah, it's great. Bree says, I like to think that they have 3 corgi butts.
All right, that's nice.
Nice.
And
so when it's walking away, you don't know if the Kappa's flirting.
That's true, yeah.
Or wiggle side to side. That's nice.
Dunk, 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 dunk.
Now Kate commented, this isn't a butt comment, but Kate says, just listen to the Nymerigar episode and would love more little guy episodes. Definitely the Pukwudgie and Menehune. I grew up in Hawaii and they always scared the shit out of me. A lot of people had stories. Thanks. Definitely Puck. We've been kicking around a Pukwudgie episode, so we're definitely going to go there. I haven't read enough about the Menehune. I only know very little about them. I think there's a Disney resort that has little Menehune like hidden around the resort in Hawaii.
Oh, no kidding.
Why can't see? Here we are sitting at this like mosquito infested lake in Kenya, and we could have gone to a Disney resort and looked at little sculptures instead. Thanks, Greg.
We were in Hawaii before. You're welcome.
Yeah. Out behind a school.
Yeah, but just about the Green Lady of Wahiawa. That was fun.
That was fun.
You had a good time.
I did.
But yeah, thank you for your comments. Let us know that we pronounced Dingonek wrong in multiple different ways all episode. But if you like what we do, we also have a Patreon. $2 a month gets you access to our Discord, where all the best people are, and all our bonus episodes. We're moving our campfire episodes to be Patreon exclusive. We'll still be putting out GCCNN when there's any news to share. We'll be doing stabby episodes, our old horror movie podcast over there, and really anything that we want to do will be released on Patreon outside of the normal Wednesday episodes that come out.
Yeah, you can't box us in. We do whatever we want. We do what we want.
Yeah, maybe Eric's going to want to talk about, I don't know, whatever old men like.
Naps.
Naps.
Oh, I would love a GCC episode about naps. That's the greatest cryptid of them all.
It is my
really
favorite
get a
cryptid.
chance?
I
don't think I've taken a nap in like 20 years.
I took a nap today.
Oh man,
I love naps. But if you really love us and you want to support the show even more, you can join our Your Squonk level patrons for $5, and you get everything that we just mentioned. Plus, you get your name shouted out at the end of every episode. And I want to thank our Your Squonk level patrons: Amy's Birdhouse,
good omen;
Liam Neville,
good omen;
Pam and Brian,
good omen; good omen;
Molly,
good omen;
an unperceived interdimensional Bigfoot,
good omen;
Brutal Kimpact,
bad omen. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Luke,
good omen;
Elena,
good omen;
Brian and Pam,
good omen; good omen;
Chris S,
good omen;
and new Your Squonk level patron Shadow.
Good omen. It's just the one. I'm so
man.
sorry. Yeah, it's just the one.
That's horrible. I think you're the best omen.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they're a bad person. I'm just saying we can't kill them or else something bad will happen. Everybody else is fair game.
I don't think we should kill anybody. I don't know where to go with this one. But thank you for your support. I'm sorry. Again, you can send your hate mail to dan@dan.edu.
Yeah, that's the one. Yep. Where you can educate me.
And as always, I'm Squonk. You're Squonk. Go Birds. I love the concept that dinosaurs can still be here. We've done a bunch of potential dinosaurs, and I love it. Mainly because I think I'm a little dino boy.
Yeah, deep down. You never got out of your dinosaur phase?
I never got out of dinosaur phase. Dan was telling me the other day that it's like kids get into dinosaurs and it's like their first experience with death.
Yeah, that's why there's a dinosaur phase. First experience with death. You realize that there's things that used to exist that don't exist anymore. You have to like grapple with impermanence like that.
I had the same thing, but it was with trains.
Yeah, well, that's another childhood instinct. That's the prosthetic drive kicking in when you realize that, oh, I can put on like a special kind of armor that makes me faster, stronger, more capable. So a lot of little kids, boys and girls, will have like obsessions with trucks and cars and power tools, and because they realize like, oh, I'm incomplete without this thing that can modify me.
Interesting.
Dinosaurs,
Nice.
death, trucks and cars, prosthetics.
Cool. I didn't actually like trains. I just like Star Wars. But yeah. Making a joke.